you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defensively, the more speed you have on the field, the better. Not just to cover wide receivers, but when the QB does this and scrambles outside of the pocket, now you got guys that have really good speed going to catch a quarterback, an athletic quarterback at that. Really nice job by the defense.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nice move there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Commodores.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they sniff that draw out. When the draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down, still moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. Oh, it's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Sharp. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
It's complete on the right side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Going up top again. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball lofted up for grabs and is picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide and making the big interception.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll run it. It's Jackson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? To throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab on the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Hoskins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Catch in the middle. It's Durham. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now from inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
The Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Trying to set the tone with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got the quick pass. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis.
Off play action on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On target to the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Newberry.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical.
Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Release to the back. Makes the catch, it's Newberry. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Commodores are marching down the field.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Finds a tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at